In this video, we'll discuss the features on Tom Cruise's face that point to charismatic luck and a confrontational nature. Enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome back to another face reading. If you're new to my channel, please go up here and watch the 5-minute crash course face reading video. That's pretty important if you've never seen a face reading, so you know what this is and what it isn't, terms and terminology. It's a good video and it's quick. So again, if you're new to the channel, pause this and go watch that. And if you're liking my content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and share my videos with whoever you think will find them interesting. That's how my channel grows, so I appreciate that. This video is going to be a bit shorter today. My Toyota Tundra truck that I've had for many years was totaled in a towing accident. I was not with the vehicle, I'm okay, but long story short, it was totaled. And as such, I am in the logistical nightmare currently of insurance claims, getting a new vehicle as quickly as possible, working without a vehicle, borrowing a vehicle from my father-in-law. It's a mess. So that said, I didn't want to skip the face reading video today, so I'm going to just trim it down a bit though, and I'm going to be talking about Tom Cruise. So in the past videos, I've talked about something called peach luck. It's a style of luck that all people can carry, and there's 5 different kinds, okay? Fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. So Tom Cruise carries the fire luck, which is called sparkling peach luck. Now, this is characterized by essentially charisma oozing from the face. People who have sparkling peach luck, there's a twinkly-like, shiny quality to them, and the world looks at them as such. There's something that people are enamored with, they can't stop staring at, they're constantly engaged. But sparkling peach luck is just that, it sparkles to a degree. So when people carry this, okay, we have to think about the fire element themes that relate to that. So the themes that go with the fire element are future, fame, and luck. So it's about, future planning, having foresight, right? Not hindsight, but foresight, looking forward, the capacity for notoriety or fame within your given sphere of work, and then luck itself. So Tom Cruise carries a ton of sparkling peach luck, and if you look at his life path and what he's done and the magnitude and how influential he has been, there is something very lucky about his life. It's also a ton of hard work. But if you look at his life path and you read about him, there have been some very opportune things. And a lot of it is, lucky is not just a gift that we're given. Lucky means that you have an action-oriented mind when opportunities arise, which means you decide and you go forward. And that's a lot of what the East says actually predicts luck, is that you are a yes man, not a no man, or yes woman and no woman. So in any case, he's got a lot of this. So we see this. If a person carries a lot of sparkling peach luck, there's an inherent capacity for notoriety and fame, of which obviously Tom Cruise carries quite a bit of. So he's got a lot of this. One of the ways you can track this, okay, where we can see the fire energy coming out of him, is in a wrinkling when he smiles. So when a person's face wrinkles up a lot when they smile, this is all fire metrics. So when we see that very visibly wrinkling, or people, they furrow their face or they make those kind of expressions, all fire. So he has a lot of this. And the other component that you can see with him is that Tom Cruise has very dominant eyes. He's got a dominant jawline and stuff, but when you look at Tom Cruise, there's something very penetrating and alluring about the eyes. There's something that really penetrates out. So when we see this, okay, the eyes are in one of the metrics of face reading, it relates to the fire element, because the eyes are the gateway or the portal to the soul, and the soul resides in the heart, and the heart is the organ that regulates the fire element. So you can sort of see those connections, but he's got very intense eyes. So when we see people with clear, open, bright, or sparkling eyes, or there's an intensity in the eyes, a lot of this points to fire energy metrics, again, of which he carries quite a bit. So the other dominant feature that I'll read right here, since I'm looking at his face, is definitely eyebrows. So Tom Cruise has some very sizable wood metrics here. So if you read about Tom Cruise and you look at his life and what he's done, Tom Cruise doesn't have a temper, but he's definitely got a very firm, hard edge. And you can see this in a few of his interviews he's had with people where things weren't going well, and he kind of turns on his Scientology woo-woo stuff about, claiming his space, and some of it's just healthy boundaries, but some of it just is kind of overkill too. But when we see that confrontational capacity where a person can easily confront, especially in public settings, right? When you're doing like an interview and you have no issue just going in on somebody for something, these are all very indicative of wood metrics. So the thing with face reading is it's not just for me to point out these features and say, yeah, look, he's got this. It's more about is the person using this in their life? Because if a person carries the metrics, they need to live it, and that's what nourishes life. So it's a lot more about Q&A. If I'm doing a face reading with somebody, I'm working with someone, and I'll say, so you have these metrics, are you doing this? Because if you don't, things are going to stagnate. So it looks like, at least according to what I can see from Tom Cruise and looking online, he is confrontational and has no issue with getting into it. So the last little thing I'll say about Tom Cruise that I noticed, he's got pretty sizable ears, and that is a water feature, and that large ears relates to risk taking. So the kidneys regulate the water element and the kidneys regulate fear. They digest fear. They also digest awe and wonderment on the positive side. So when a person has large ears, the thinking is these are sort of like big water metrics saying that a person has the capacity to take risks. Now, sometimes that is physical risk, but it doesn't have to be. It can be financial risk. It can be financial risk or sexual risk or, all kinds of different types of risk. It doesn't have to be one specific kind, but you want to think risk-taking capacity. So again, if you look at Tom Cruise's life, Tom Cruise does a lot of his own stunts. He's kind of batshit crazy, like with his stunts. He will do crazy things. He is risky. And he's, getting into real F-16s for Top Gun and whatnot. So, in any case, this is my quick read on Tom Cruise. Thank you guys for being understanding for the shorter video today. And I will have a video coming out this Thursday. All right, take care.